change, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win, cause we ain't lose. Get a name in this game, you gotta be pro. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple, I turn the corner when got a sack and put my man on. Like magic, everything gon' turn to gold, I put my hands on. Just bought another lot next to my crib for me to expand on. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Carr going to throw right away. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay and then breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick-6 to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in, because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Carr to try again after the pick-6. And right away he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Play action. Now it's Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Result 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I got a, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm here, how I want
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The slot man in motion right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They run the option on second down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Jensen's good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Second and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
We're scoreless after 1. Here is third and quite a ways.
Looking to throw. Prescott. It fights him off.
That one down the field for Ferguson.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10. To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now third down and 7.
Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on fourth down.
This will be fielded at the 17.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Again, it's Edwards. Oh, fighting off the defender. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Charlie Kohler, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, it's Pollard. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on first and 10. Nice run on second and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Prescott now, option right. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 15.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 50 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10.
We're going to 54. Hey, kill.
Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's good for Cowboys. First down.
On play action, Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Edwards. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 23 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
2nd and 12.
They go play action with Jackson.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And again, it's Prescott. Cooks on the quick slant. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A second down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
47.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. And the Cowboys are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 2-yard line.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Flushed out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crap?
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick.
who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 7. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Flowers. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere.